Hello there YouTube land, and welcome back to the Small Workshop Adventures. A bit of housekeeping before we get started. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and click the like button. It's really appreciated. Click the notification button, bell if you want to know when new videos are coming out. Part 2. Part 2. This is where we start building the interesting stuff. Although I'm sure it's interesting building the base. It's hard work building a base, but this is a big garden room build. I'm up in Yeovil. So in is it Somerset? I think it is actually. I think we're just into Somerset. Trying to think. Yeah, up here building a garden room on this one, and this video is going to be about the walls and the structure as the build goes up. This is nearly 8 meters long. It's not quite, but nearly 8 meters by nearly 3 meters wide. So it's quite a size, but all good fun. What we're going to do is we're going to, as this video, you're going to see we're going to be building the walls and all the framing and the stud walls and all sorts of stuff. So that's what this particular aspect of the video is going to be about. When you're making stud walls, 400 centers. So I've just made a nice little jig, a little block that will spacer that will make my spacing perfect. So this comes in if I'm using 45mm timbers. This is 4x2 officially, and this is 355 millimeters. So use this as a spacer between all my studs, and it'll be perfect. So there we go. Just been getting the marking out where the maximum height I can go to for permitted development, which is 2.5 meters. So I put a mark on the wall, and you can see a mark on the wall right there. Yeah, which is the very top of the roof. And then you've got your joist, 6x2 roof joists, and then we have this, and we have the plate, so that takes up the ceiling height. So we have the studs onto the floor. It's taken from ground level here, so I've measured that across. So from here, and I put a load of stuff down there so I get the same height off of the base. So that's what we've been doing, just setting that out, and then I can start making the studs. I know how big to cut them. I'm using these. These are okay. They're green, so they're green treated. So they're not green treated. What am I talking about? They're exterior use, so they're not going to rot, rust, or anything. I use these big hex. These are 100mm. I bought them on Amazon. It's cheaper than Screwfix, so you got a lot cheaper, which sadly is always the case, isn't it? But anyway, so if you're doing anything like this, get these. These really don't go anywhere once they're in. These are 100. I've also got bigger ones, but these are 100mm. There you go, 6.3 by 100mm. Yeah, Spectra. Never used them, but I saw them, and I've got a load more now. So yeah, multi-layer rust per 1,000 hour salt spray tested. 1,000 hour salt spray tested. What does that mean? What's salt spray? Somebody will tell me. Spraying salt, because salt corrodes, maybe. Yeah, anti-corrosion coating. Anyway. Yeah, okay, right, I'll carry on. So we have a wall, well, we have a stud anyway going down there, as you can see. It's in two parts at the moment. I've built this contraption because then we can build the wall, because we've got to build it and it's going to be bloody heavy. So it's going to be at least 1 metre high. So we've got most of the lifting. It will lift and go in a lot easier. So I've built this contraption. I think it'll hold it. I might need to put some more supports in. As you can see, a fence post there, so that's gonna, so it's just braced, some A-frames. And I'm gonna get this in a position so that when we lean it down, then as we lift it back up, it will just fall over the side and should slot in theory, anyway. So, that's where we're getting to, coming on. That's big construction, I think. Well, that's not bad, is it? That's bloody big. Yes, that's going to work. That's absolutely going to work. As you can see, stepping back, that's quite a feat there. Quite impressed. And that'll hold it up at a really good height, and then we can make that and lift it into position. Not bad. So through a system of propping, bit by bit, inch by inch, it lifts quite straightforward. So that's what we're doing. We are slowly propping it. We've got this far so far. It's now quite high. So as you can see, it's very well supported, and we will get there with the final lift in a little while. Okay, we just set up a ratchet because to pull the bottom in, it's just the easiest thing. I've got ratchets because I've got 3 sets. So we've set it up there, around there. We're pulling it in and we've just pulled it in nice and tight on the bottom. Otherwise you'd struggle. So a nice ratchet it in, let's pull it in tight, and then we're going to set up a string line to make sure that's perfectly straight. So that's what we're going to do. So, good morning, back on the job. We are continuing the walls. I filmed some of it, but a whole day yesterday I didn't film, or very much of, because I didn't have my phone. I didn't have an ability to film because I'm having phone issues with O2. So I'm waiting for a new one and having to leave my phone at home and all those hassles that you have in life. So there's a bit of a break. So all of a sudden we've got further on with the walls than you would have seen. It's like quite a big jump. But I'm going to show you around to what we've done. And that's the reason why I didn't film it, because I wasn't able to, which is really annoying. But anyway, such is life. There's more and more things going on in life, isn't there, than that, so than me waiting for a new phone. So right, I'm going to show you around. Right, here we go. We've got the back door side. There's the opening, or rough opening for a door. You can see the studs and the framework going up. There's Andy over there. Say hello, Andy.
Hello.
Andy's my good mate, brilliant carpenter, and all-round plasterer, and he reckons he's going to give me some plaster lessons on how to plaster.
That'll be an interesting video.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that's going to go, people, but I do not plaster. But Andy is a stunning plasterer amongst many other trades. Yeah, he reckons he's going to teach. He wants to teach me. Yeah, we'll see how that one goes. That could be a comedy one, I think. That could be a comedy of errors. Just looking back, we can see what's going on here with the studs. So there you go. That's a walk around of where we've got to. It's looking nice. It's coming on really nice. It's a big, as you can see, it's a big build. It's best part of 8 meters. It's just shy of 8 meters long, this. So it's a really big size. But we're coming along nicely. So we're going to be doing that wall today on the far side, which is the front door. And and we're going to start also putting up some roofing timbers, the joists. I'm going to start stringing them as well. One of us, we're going to sort between us, we'll do that. So a lot to do today. Anyway, we're going to get going. So at the roof line, we're putting what I call the plate around the whole top. That becomes a 4-inch, and then that's a lot more stability for the roof joists that are going to go on top, rather than just a 4x2 That's now 4-inch, and that's not going to go. We've got one bit to fit, as you can see over this side. We're coming round. We've got one more bit, so that just adds a whole level of strength to the roof. Rather than it sitting on 2-inch, it's sitting on 4-inch, so it's not going to move then. So you can see what we're doing there. Nicely done. We've got the ceiling joists in. Walking back, there's going to be an internal wall here, and a nice little door. Just an internal, small little internal room. But yeah, we've got that. Looking back again, looking back the other way, you can see that bracing we did. We've been doing that, working most of the day doing the roof. It's all drilled for the cabling and for so the roof can breathe as well. So you can see we've got there, I can show one there right across, and we'll put some vents in at the end so the roof will breathe. That is the bracing. Brilliant piece of work by Mr. Andy Jarrett. Now, I was doing something else, so he cracked on and did that, but that's so the building doesn't move, it just braces it. The principle's the same as if you were making a gate. Then you know that once you brace it properly, then it's not going to move. It's going to be absolutely rock solid. So good job done there. We will carry on tomorrow. We've got loads to do still, but we go. There's a big pile of you can see on the site, a big pile of insulation, loads of OSB, and we've got lot more materials coming tomorrow. So I'm quite a mountain of Celotex ready. We're going to start that, but we're going to get the roof, or start to get the roof on. We did that so we can get sort of a dry space, because we think there's some weather coming into the weekend and next week. So we will have the OSB for the top of the roof, 18 mil, so then we can get that on and we start to get actually some protection, and then we can get the insulation in there and protect it. So that's why we did that. So yeah, brilliant job, brilliant day, happy. You happy, Andy?
Yeah.
Yep, Andy's happy. Andy's tidying up. We like a tidy site. Tidy site is a good site. Anyway, that's the end.
Tidy site is a safe site.
It is. It's a very safe site. Tidy site is a safe site. So brilliant. All right, that's your health and safety for the afternoon. So as you can see, we are getting well on with the roof. The 18 mil OSB is most of it's gone on. There is still some on the ends there we just put that there to make it watertight, so we've still got more to go on to cut that in, but we've got to cut the outsides yet to get that back within the boundary level. So we've got that, and as you can see, we've now got the openings for the windows, which we've cut in, and then the wrap is on the outside. So that's what we've been doing most of yesterday, continuing. So it's coming along quite nicely. We still got to do that outside wall there yet, but we're starting to get it done. It's looking good. I'll show you outside where we've done the wrap. So as you can see, we've got the outside wrap at the moment on this side of the wall, and what we're now going to be cutting this morning is the battening to fix the shiplap. So this will go on the wall on the outside. So we're going to cut all this, get this cut in, and it's going to then, the shiplap will go on the outside. So we haven't got the shiplap yet, but that's what we're going to be doing today, and carrying on with all the different parts of it. So we'll crack on. A walk round of where we're at the moment. We have put up to the insulation on most of the walls up to 450, as you can see, because that's where then the cables are run, because the bottom of the sockets are 450 from the floor. So we've got the insulation in, moving around. We've also, where we can put insulation, we've got obviously a lot more to do with insulation, but we're getting there. And we're putting the lining in on the stud wall, and we've insulated it. So as you see, we're in here, in a nice little room in here, which is going to be a little private room. I think it's going to be used as with a portable toilet, like a camping toilet. Anyway, that's what the customer's going to use in there. There's no actual plumbing into this. That wasn't on something they want. The next job, actually, there's a full working bathroom and kitchen, but this one, that's just a private space with, I think, a like a camping cassette toilet is going to go in there, which is absolutely fine. But and who knows? But there's a door, and that's where we're walking around where we're up to at the minute. And I'll just show you the roof. The roof is, as you can see, it's half hanging down, the rubber roof. It's up there resting for half an hour or more. Maybe, do you want to rest for half an hour? Like the roof? Andy says yeah. I think that's not a bad idea. We'll just show you outside. We have just put down the rubber roof. We haven't done the edges yet, but we've just done the main part of the roof. Been doing that, brushing it out, brushing the bubbles out, just rolling out. You're rolling it back halfway. You let it out for half an hour to rest, and then you fold it back halfway, roll it back one side, do about a roller's width, and keep rolling it forward, brushing out the bubbles, brushing out the air bubbles. And yeah, been this morning prepping the roof, but there we go. We're going to carry on doing the trim and doing all the sides. So there we go. So what we're doing here is we've glued the rubber roof down, but marking it 100 mil all the way around, because then the edging gets put on with the adhesive that really bonds it over the edging. So I drew a line. I didn't actually explain that doing the roof. So we drew a line 100 mil in all the way around, and then we're gluing down separately. Wait for it to go dry, tacky and dry. Anything up from 4 minutes upwards, depending on your weather conditions. It's actually quite warm this afternoon, so about 4 minutes plus. But it actually says there on the bottle, there you go, allow a minimum of 4 minutes, there you go, to a maximum of 30 minutes. So you'd have to be freezing cold and miserable out here to be 30 minutes and still not tacky. It's quite a warm day, so it's getting tacky quite quick. This side, glued that one down already, the back edge. Yeah, it's good. So that's what we're doing. Right, we've done first fix of the electrics. So first fix, we've got light switches in the right place. Obviously that's where that's where the armoured cable comes in. So a lot of cables now, so we can now get on and start doing more internally. We've got everything. We've got a fuse spur up in the corner. That's going to be so that they can add an air conditioning unit in here in the not too distant future. But we put in a fuse spur, and that makes it easy to add that. So there we go. We've got points there. We've got a double there, which is where the customer has wanted them. Double there. We've got lighting going all the way down. We've got a double up there on the wall. That's going to be for a TV. And we have one down here as well. And you can see everything running through. We runs through, so it nicely all dangling down, so we can get on with that bit. And we have a light switch here, which is going to be you can turn the lights on and off at both doors, and there'll be one on this side of it to turn the light on in here, which is going to be up there, which is going to be in the little tiny room here. So that's the electrics done. Well, first fix of the electrics anyway. We have a lot of tongue and groove. If you see, it's sort of grown. That had to come from 3 depots because I've got so much, because it's going on all the walls and everything. So we've got a lot of tongue and groove. We're going to carry on. We're getting, the insulation is getting done. We're getting close. It's probably the worst job. Both of us agree that it's one of the worst jobs, parts of doing a garden room. Essential, because, but still, there are some jobs that are better than others, aren't they? So we've got that wall pretty much insulated. So we're getting there, and then we'll start carrying on. We've still got more to do outside. I'm having a delay on the shiplap, but anyway, that's another story. That's a bit saga that's been going on for a week or more. Anyway, let's crack on. Where are we up to? We are at the end of week three, and we've got this far. We have wrapped it. We are starting to put the tongue groove inside, so I was just going to show you where we're at. I've built a step out here. It's not fixed. Well, the step, the foundations are in, but I haven't fixed the decking boards yet. Got to do that later, because they're going to pave this, so I needed that to be in place so they can dig out and get ready. The customer's going to do that. So we can just looking around what we've got, particularly inside. As you can see, the doors are now fitted. We've got more. The shiplap hasn't arrived. The shiplap is over 2 weeks late. What do you do? Been a real roadblock. Anyway, we've been able to carry on. As you can see, we've got windows all the way down. It is a vapor wrapped all the way around, because this is going to be a fairly high occupancy room, being used during the day because it's a child mining business. So we've got a vapor wrap. It's properly both wrapped outside and inside. As you can see here, looking in here, we have a window, which is where a little cubicle that they're going to use as a toilet. It's not a working toilet, as I explained. This is going to be just like a camping toilet that is there just for emergencies. Customer didn't want us to do that, so that's fine. We are in there looking around. As you can see, it's wrapped, and coming out the back, you can see there the door is fitted. And obviously all the foam's got to be cleaned up yet, but we haven't even got any of the shiplap here yet, so that will be done soon. And you can see the trim on the roof. So that's where we're at, and we are going to start putting all this on the wall and all round. So that's where we're at. That's the next job. That's the tongue and groove on the walls. We've got all the corners and edges to do, and into the ceiling and all sorts of things yet, and the finishing, but we've put it up. That's where it is. We looking nice. We've got to put quadrants around and do all the finishing on it, but it's coming up nicely. So as you can see, all cut in, and there's Andy being as industrious as ever. And in here as well, as you can see, looking nice down to the floor. There's been a little bit of a gap in filming this. We've now finished it. I wasn't actually here for 2 days due to personal circumstances, but back again. Andy has been amazing in carrying on with it and doing all keeping it going. And then it's amazing once you get two people on it that it actually speeds up. Obvious, isn't it, really? Stating the bloody obvious, I know, but very pleased. So back on it today. It's a Thursday, so we are at the end of week 3, I think. Or is it week 4? Going into week, I've completely lost track.
Going into week.
We will be going into week 4 next week, I think, or are we in week 4 now?
We're in week 4 now.
We're in week 4. I've completely lost track. I've had quite a lot going on personally, but anyway, that doesn't matter.
3 weeks, 2 days for me.
3 weeks, 2 days. There you go. 3 weeks for me and 3 weeks, 2 days. Although I actually did them days when Andy wasn't here, so that means 3 weeks each. So that's good. Right, rocking. Another week. There's been so many bank holidays, and normally I like a bank holiday, although it rains often on a bank holiday, and it did this current bank holiday. But there's been so many, and in the middle of this big job, they're getting in the way. So I'm doing all these shorter weeks, which is actually not very helpful. But such is life, isn't it? I'm actually saying I don't want a bank holiday. I don't want a day off. Well, sometimes when you've got a job to do, you just want to keep cracking on, don't you? Because you need it done. But yeah, there's just been too many in the middle of this. So actually a bit annoying. But anyway, let's just show you where we're at. So it continues to move on, the job. So as you can see, the floor is down. So that was done. Andy did that. He's now gone. He's gone away for a few days, so that's quite nice. So he is having a holiday after me going on about not having a holiday. So we've got all the quadrant, which is going to go around all the edges and various bits and pieces. So that's looking good. As you can see, there's going to be a little unit there that I've got to fix, and there's a worktop to go in, with a sink. It's just a self-draining. There's no plumbing involved in this. That's not what the customer wanted. So there's a little unit there. Yes, you can see it's looking quite good, isn't it? Also, the ceiling's getting painted. It's had a primer, first coat primer, so the ceiling is coming along quite nicely. Yeah, looking good. And I'm outside, so I'm now carrying on today. I'll show you. So I've just made a start getting things level, and the cuts obviously take longer when you're just doing straight. Putting on shiplap's really easy, and it's not that difficult cutting around, but just getting the cuts right and getting them level. And once you've got your first one or two absolutely level, then you can go up. Makes life a lot easier for you. So yes, I'm going to be doing that and the front. So that's what I'm going to be trucking on with now. We've had quite a day of showers and thunderstorms and all sorts of things, so I didn't have my camera out, which is a bit of a shame really, but I'm going to show you what I've done. It's been another full day. It's all in the finishing really at the minute, so and then it's handing it over to the customer to do the essentially the decorating. So there's still a few more jobs to do, but we are getting close. So let me show you. So as you can see, I've done the soffits, the fascias rather, the fascias and the soffits. I was talking about the fascias there. So we have that now. So it's looking nice, and just getting a standing back, as you can see. There she is. There it is, looking very nice. Need to take the stickers off the windows, don't I? Yeah. And as you can see, the front. I've also done the reveals around the windows and the doors. So as you can see there, done the reveals and more sealant gone around the windows. Not that it really needed it, but it's a bit bolt and brace, isn't it? I tend to do more because it's just better. If you cut corners, you regret it, don't you? So in sealing it, and we have some edging corners as well, corner pieces, as you can see on the sides there. And I'm going to show you the other one, just coming round. You can see the reveals on the door and a corner, and you see the corner there. And there we have it, and I'll just show you the back. Corners again, and reveals around the door, and there we have it. So inside, we're going to be mostly inside tomorrow, although I have got to build another step out the back and finish a step at the front. But it'll be the quadrants and the corner pieces all around inside here, so that will be tomorrow's job. Yeah, you watch it, it'll be nice and sunny, and I'll be inside. And the last couple of days, it's just been, yeah, it's not been fun. Anyway, such is life. interesting little bit of stuff. We're doing the second fix of the electrics. Well, I'm not. The electricians are here doing that, far better than me. We lost a cable. But how we found it, interestingly, we've got this amazing bit of kit, which is, I've never seen it before. It's called a super cam. I don't know if you can see that there. It's got a camera on there, it connects to your phone, so it's wireless. There you go, it says wireless inspection camera. Now, I've not used one of these, but anyway, we used a combination of this, and it has a hook on the end to go up and grab the cable. And we worked out, and the way we worked out where it was, is I looked back on the footage that I'd filmed of us building it, of doing the first fix. So the YouTube footage, we found it. So we knew where approximately to go up into the ceiling to find it. And look at that, there it is. So a combination of using this camera, which is a brilliant bit of kit, super cam, the smarter way to inspect, it says, loads of stuff, and my video footage, we could then see from the build where the cabling had gone. So an amazing bit of kit. And there's lots of ways. When you have a problem, it's not about the problem, it's about just working out ways to overcome it. And that's what we have to do, isn't it? So we have a finished garden room. Very pleased. Let me show you around. Now it's essentially finished. So as you can see, it's just the other side of the fence. Fence panels are in. Looking nice there, and just looking down there, and we will go in the front door. And there we have the front, nice little step, little room there, and we're going to walk inside. And just looking around, as you can see, it's getting set up for a child mining business. That's what I was trying to say. I have to say, it looks rather nice. And looking this way, just coming across. And out the back. Job done. So thanks for watching. This has been another build. It's been a really interesting build. Hope you've enjoyed it. There's lots more on the channel. So go and check out all the other stuff, and lots more coming up, as I say. So from me, Mark, at the Small Workshop Adventures. Take care, everybody. Bye.